What are the things that I learned? I mean, I just want people to know that. I mean, just what you just rattled off. I mean, LAPD SWAT, San Diego PD SWAT, SEAL Team 6. I mean, what that means is we're being trained because I don't want to just be, and none of us want to be, the cast, the writers. We want authenticity. It's a TV show. It's entertainment. It's pretend. You know, we're actors. I'm not really a cop. And we're playing pretend and bringing this world to life. But there's a responsibility to be as authentic and as real as possible. So from the behavior, from the mindset, from the tactical approach. You know, I was Derek Morgan kicking down doors, and we had consults then too. You know, how to enter a room, and you know. But on Criminal Minds, I was running around with a little gun. And I was using my left foot to kick down that door, and you know, FBI. But it's interesting if you watch Criminal Minds. Every time I kick down a door, boom, FBI. What was the next word out of my mouth? Clear. Nobody was there, and you know what I mean. And so this time, people are there, bad guys, good guys, victims, and it's all based in real time. Real time, and so we got to discern whether or not they're good guys or bad guys, and so we're SEAL Team 6. We're talking about Bin Laden. Those men and women that we're talking about. Those are the real people. San Diego PD SWAT, LAPD SWAT. This is what they do every day, men and women. They're the real heroes that run around and take the risks and leave their homes, leave their families, leave their loved ones to fight for justice. They're not perfect. They're not perfect, but they're helping relative strangers. You know, they've seen life and they've seen death. You know, they've seen it. They've seen light and they've seen dark, but somehow they still get up every day and they go out and they risk their own lives to fight for the light. Now, in this country, let's just call a spade, let's keep it 100. There's a lot of distrust. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of unsatisfaction. There's a lot of fear, you know, between between us, the civilians, and what's going on with the men and women in blue. Do we trust them? Is it fair? You know, Black Lives Matter. Are black kids getting shot for the wrong reasons? Or are people spending too much time worrying about Black Lives Matter? And there's white people who feel like they're not heard. SWAT is the Trump years without talking about Trump. Nobody cares who you voted for on this show. We don't care who you voted for. We're just talking about what's happening now. It's not a political show. We're not going to talk politics. But it's what's happening right now. That's the difference of this SWAT compared to the movie, compared to the TV show. So there's so much going on in order for us to make this real. And so, yeah, tactically training, we did. We learned how to use our weapons, handguns, rifles, understand the gear, all this stuff here that we're using. These are mags. Mags are, you know, bullets, chambers, which you put in the guns, how to use them. We went to shooting ranges, you know, so that we could feel live rounds. Live rounds means bullets that will kill you or hurt you or protect you. On the show, obviously, we don't use live rounds. We use what's called quarter loads. They're blanks, but when that bang bang is not always just a sound effect. It's loud. We wear earplugs and the whole thing, and we run around. So everything we're putting together in SWAT is made to feel and look as real as possible, and then the rest of it is acting. But we want civilians to take yet another look at the justice, the police officers, men and women. There are bad and there are good police officers, and there are bad and there are good us, and that's just what it is. Are we going to fix all that? No, but can we bridge the gap of understanding and patience, and can maybe we broaden our thinking, broaden our minds so that there is a little more unity, a little more harmony? That's the hope, that's the wish, all while having a bunch of fun. And so we've trained for the better part of 6 months. Once we trained for a month leading into the pilot. Then you got to play the politics of Hollywood and hope that it gets picked up. But we kept training. No, this is a true story. We kept training just believing we were going to get picked up because we needed as much training as possible. So if they did call our number, so to speak, we would be on our way and ready. And they called our number, and we just kept training from the tactical, from the physical. All of us got in the gym. We had to get in shape, all of us, not just to look good. I mean, we want to look good. We're in Hollywood. We want to look good, but we wanted to do it right. And I mean, Lena Esco, who's the only female SWAT officer, she represents, I think, 2 in Southern California, from San Diego to LA. she represents and she's just a sweetheart. She's strong-minded, and I mean, she's a boss, and she wants it bad. And hopefully, she inspires women out there. I mean, there's so much inspiration in SWAT if you really pay attention. And we premiere next week, and hopefully, all this hype will live up to itself. So yeah, we're taking this very seriously to represent the police, because we not only do we want to entertain you, but we want police officers, men and women, to watch this show and feel validated, feel justified, to feel inspired that we're showing them recognition. And as much as we want civilians to, maybe we can like the police, but civilians need to know maybe the police are actually making the effort to like us, and that's a lot to ask for from a television show, but I think it's possible.